Hi, I'm Peter. This is the Peter on Health channel, and this video is called Mass Formation, the 10 to 20%. I read this book recently, The Psychology of Totalitarianism, written by Mattias Desmet. He's a European guy, and it's fascinating theory. And what does he say? What does he say? The world is in the grips of mass formation, dangerous collective type of people are hypnotized hypnosis as we bear witness to loneliness, free-floating anxiety, and fear, giving way to censorship, loss of privacy, and surrendered freedoms. Okay, so there's actually four conditions, he says. Loneliness, being socially isolated. Can anybody say lockdowns for a year, the whole year of 2020? So people are locked down and socially isolated and just talking to our computers like this. The thing missing from this is these are people who feel like there's no meaning in their lives. Their lives are meaningless. They have bullshit jobs. They're non-religious, mostly, or like they can't get together with their religious friends, but they don't have a meaning in life. Then they have free-floating anxiety, and then free-floating fear and anger, and they're ripe for um, the leader to come along and say, "Hey, I have a solution. Here's your problem, and I have a solution for your problem," just like Hitler did, to the Germans. I mean, this theory, this guy didn't come up with it. It was, I guess, I don't know if it was Hannah Arendt or somebody like that who looked at the Nazis. Because with the Nazis, it wasn't just the brown shirts, the workers and the thugs, Kristallnacht and all that, who were like the Nazis. It was the educated, the intelligentsia, like the people who were running companies, and they were professors, and they were the smartest people in Germany at that time. And that's what these people were looking at. They're like, how did they fall for Hitler, right? And so this guy, what he's writing about, and he says it here, the world is gripped today by what? Yeah, it was COVID land. COVID land. And what's interesting is that theory breaks the population down into 30% who are hypnotized, 50% who aren't hypnotized but just kind of go along to get along. Hey, I'm wearing the Nazi shirt, even though I'm not a hard-bitten Nazi and I don't believe in gassing the Jews. But hell, I don't want to be sent to a concentration camp, so I'll wear it. I mean, there were half, most of the Nazis were those. There was just 30% who were like that. And it's the same thing with COVID land. And then there's 10 to 20% who don't buy it for a second. They like disbelieve everything coming from the media and from the government, and just are not buying it, are not buying it, are not buying it. This is the number of people as of today in America that have taken at least one shot of the gene therapy. Look at that, 20% just ain't having it. And if you look at the time curve of this, the 30% was hit on April 21. And that were people butting in line. Oh, give me it, give me it, give me it. I want it, I want it, I want it. No, I want it. And then from there, 30%, the next 50, look how slow that grew until it was a crawl and it stopped in the last 2 months. That was the 50% who did it because of their job or whatever. They didn't really believe any of this stuff. They don't have a Fauci, lawn sign. And then it stopped right there. And then there's the 20%, the 10 to 20%, Desmet says, who just aren't buying it. I really highly recommend that you buy his book and you watch this video. This is a video between Desmet and Bret Weinstein, and it's 15 minutes, 60. This is how he sounds.
They are very strongly connected at the psychological level.
So that's Mattias, very smart guy, and I just it's well worth watching. Just understand what's going on in our time, what's going on during this whole, and it seems to be continuing. And there's monkeypox in Ukraine and other things that have just like dominated the news, and some people are calling it fear porn. Anyway, to be continued.